Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalam ala Sayyidil Mursaleen, wa Qatimin Nabiyyin Muhammadin wa alihi wa ashabi ajma'in, wa man tabi'ahum bi ihsanin wa da'a bi da'watihim illa yawmiddin. Rabbi israh li sadri wa yassir li amri, wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So my dear brothers and sisters, after praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and sending blessing to our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we greet you with an Islamic greeting. And after all, today we are here to remind one another with something that's very important, because as believers, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands us to remind one another. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, the reminder benefits the believer. Today the topic that I want to remind you and myself is what? To be dutiful to our parents. What are the benefits and what are the responsibility as we children to our parents? Because this is something that's very great, this topic. As youths, we have to remind one another about this topic. It was very important. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala command us, we the youths, or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands children to be what? To be dutiful to their parents. And if you happen to look the Holy Quran, there are many verses in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk about this. And one of the most important thing to be pointed out is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala usually talk about to be dutiful to parents after saying that to worship him alone. For example, if we have in a gathering, if you have the president, the vice president, the ministers and other people, if someone is greeting, the first person that he will start with is will be the president. After the president is the vice president. This will show you the importance and the rank of the vice president. This will show you that the vice president is very close to the president. So this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did in the Holy Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after mentioning to worship him alone and not to associate partner with him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned what? To parents, good treatment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned what? To be dutiful and to be respectful to our parents. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala repeat this message in the Holy Quran many times. For example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. So you see, here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had decreed that to worship none but him and to your parents good treatment. So you see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after mentioning not to associate partner with him, he said and to parents good treatment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also repeat the same message. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَاعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا بِهِ شَيْئًا وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. So there are many messages in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring the same strength or bring the same order to show you that how is important to be dutiful to your parents. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also have given us advice as we the youths and as a children to always respect your parents and not to be rude at them. وقال الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم ووصينا الإنسان بوالديه إحسانا حملته أمه كرها ووضعته كرها وحمله وفصاله 30 شهرا. And this is in Surah Al-A'raf, don't forget. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also said in the Holy Quran in Surah Al-Ankabut, وَوَصَيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْنِ حُسْنًا. So if you happen to see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep repeating the message for a youth or for a child to be respectful and be dutiful to his parents and give them good treatments. Also in Surah Luqman, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَوَصَيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْهِ عَمَلَتْهُ أُمُّهُ وَهْنًا عَلَى وَهْنٍ وَفِصَالُهُ فِي عَامَيْنِ أَنِ اشْكُرْ لِي وَلِوَالِدَيْكَ إِلَيَّ الْمَصِيرُ. So here also you see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying to be grateful to me and to your parents. So therefore, as a child, for you to attain the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for you to attain the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have to what? To be respectful and to be dutiful and treat your parents good. Because after worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not associating partner to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is nothing that is more great in worship than to be dutiful and to be respectful to your parents. That's why Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said, Sa'ala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, ayyul a'mali ahabbu ila Allah? Qala alayhi salatu wassalam, salatu fi waqtiha. Qala summa ayyu? Qala summa birrul walidain. Qala summa ayyu? Qala summa jihadu fi sabilillah. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said that I asked the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which deeds does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like most? Allah Akbar. Just imagine this question, what an important question. But let's see what the Prophet will reply. The Prophet told him that is to what? Is to stand for prayer on its time. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said, and then after what? The Prophet tell him that, and to what? And to treat your parents good. Birrul walidain, to be dutiful of your parents. And then Abdullah ibn Mas'ud told him, and what? Prophet said, and then jihad fi sabilillah. My dear brothers and sisters, just imagine. Then from here we can know that after Salat, what comes first? After Salat, it was what? It was birrul walidain. So this will show you that to be good to your parents comes first. Before what? Before jihad fi sabilillah. So here Prophet is saying to the Sahabas and Abdullah ibn Mas'ud that the best good deeds that a person can do, the second one is what? Is to be what? Dutiful to your parents and to treat your parents very good. What is more important than this? Then, to show you the importance of being dutiful and to treat your parents good is what? There was one time, Abdullah ibn Umar read this hadith. Abdullah ibn Umar said, Ja'a rajulun ila Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa huwa yuridu jihad. Faqala alayhi salatu wassalam, ahayyun walidaka? Qala nam, qala fa fihima fajahid. Abdullah ibn Umar said that there was one man who came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this man wanted to do jihad. This man wanted to go for jihad. He was asking permission to Prophet to go for jihad. Prophet asked him, are your parents alive? The man replied, yes. The Prophet said, go back to your parents and exert your effort for them. Allah Akbar. So my brothers and sisters, just imagine how jihad is important. What are the rewards for jihad? But here, to treat your parents first, to treat your parents good, come first before jihad fi sabilillah. This man wanted to go and fight so as to what? To raise the what? To raise the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To raise the flag of Islam. But Prophet ﷺ told him that to go back and exert effort, to go back and to take care of his parents, and that will be jihad for him. Allah Akbar. So this will tell you the importance of what? Of to be dutiful to your parents. That's why even if your parents are non-Muslim and you are a Muslim, that doesn't mean that Islam does not tell you that to stop being dutiful to them. Islam even still now encourages you to be dutiful to your parents even if they are non-Muslims. For example, there is a story of Asma bint Abu Bakr. She said that her mom came to her while her mom was a mushrik. She came to her to ask for something. Then Asma bint Abu Bakr asked the Prophet, oh ya Rasulullah, my mother had came to me and she wanted me to do something for him, for her. Should I accept her or turn her away? Prophet ﷺ told her that, please be dutiful to your mom. Do something that she wanted you to do. So here Islam is telling us that even if your parents are non-Muslims and they want something from you about this dunya or about any other thing regarding this dunya, Islam is telling you that you have to what? You have to obey them and help them. But when they try to tell you something that is against Islam, that is the time you can disobey them. For example, Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas said that there are 4 verses in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed regarding my case. He said one of them is that كانت أمي حلفت أن لا تأكل ولا تشرب حتى أفرق محمدا صلى الله عليه وسلم فأنزل الله عز وجل وإن جاهداك على أن تشرك بما ليس لك به علم فلا تطعهما وصاحبهما في الدنيا معروفا. Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas said one of them was what? Was that my mom has sworn that she will not eat or drink unless I separate from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the ayah that when your parents wanted to tell you to do something which is against Islam or which is against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah said don't obey them or don't follow them in that matter. But still in this dunya, about the things of dunya, please still help them. Don't cut ties with your parents. So still now this will show you the importance to be dutiful. What about if your parents are Muslim? So here, even though Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas' mom was not a Muslim, but Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas was still dutiful to her in this dunya about things that she needs about this dunya. That's why a man came to Prophet ﷺ and asked him, "Oh ya Rasulullah, man abaru?" Qala alayhi salatu wasalam, ummuka. Qala summa ayyu? Qala summa ummuka. Qala summa ayyu? Qala ummuka. Qala summa ayyu? Qala summa abaka summa al-akhbara fal-akhbara. A man came to Prophet ﷺ and asked him, "Oh Prophet of Allah, to whom should I be dutiful?" Prophet ﷺ told him that to your mom. He asked then to what? To whom? He said again to your mom. He asked again to whom? He said to your mom. And he asked to whom? And he said to your father. And after to your father, to the neighbor who is more close to you, and to the next one. So the people that you should be most dutiful to are your parents. Then after, you can do it to your neighbors who are close to you, then to the next one, then to the next one. That's why Prophet ﷺ also repeated the same thing and said, Inna Allah Ta'ala yusikum bi ummahatikum, summa yusikum bi ummahatikum, summa yusikum bi ummahatikum, summa yusikum bi abaikum, summa al-akbar fal-akbar. That's why there was a time to show you the important, be dutiful to your parents. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu, he said that I desperately want my mom to be a Muslim. So I keep giving dawah to her until one day she said something that I don't like about the Prophet. So Abu Hurairah was what? Abu Hurairah was angry and she left and they went to Prophet ﷺ crying. From there, she told the Prophet ﷺ about the man, what happened between him and his mom. So from there, the Prophet ﷺ told him that. So from there, Abu Hurairah told the Prophet ﷺ, please pray for my mom. So from there, Prophet ﷺ prayed for her mom and said, "Oh Ya Allah, may you make the mom of Abu Hurairah to accept Islam." So from there, Abu Hurairah went back home. When he arrived at home, her mom told him that, "Oh Abu Hurairah, stop there, don't enter at the room. I have accepted Islam Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. So you see, Abu Hurairah was not a Muslim. And Abu Hurairah tried her best. Abu Hurairah tried his best to what? To make sure that his mom become a Muslim. And with the dua that the Prophet made for him, he become a Muslim. To make sure that, to make our parents to be what? To be pleased with us. And when your parents are pleased with you, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be pleased with you. But when your parents are angry with you, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be angry with you. وقال عليه الصلاة والسلام رضا الرب في رضا الوالدين وسقط الرب في سقط الوالدين. The Prophet said that the mercy of Allah lies in the mercy of your parents, and the anger of Allah lies on the anger of your parents. So just imagine, how is this? If your parents are angry with you, that is justifiable, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not be happy with you. And you have to be very careful. Prophet said, there are three people whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not reject their dua. And one of them is that the dua of a parent to his child. So you see that? So when your parents are angry with you and they made dua against you, then that will be something very dangerous to you. And that's a dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept. That's why the Prophet one day said to the Sahabas that, Ala unabbi'ukum bi akbaril kaba'ir. Sarasam. Prophet said to the Sahabas, and this hadith was read by Abu Bakr, should I not tell you about the major sins? He said, he repeated that 3 times. Then Sahaba said, Bala ya Rasulullah. The Sahaba said, yes, O Prophet of Allah, please tell us. Prophet told them that first of them is what? Is isruku billah. That is what? To associate partner with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the second one was what? And the second one, he said that huquqil walidain, that is to what? To make your parents to be displeased with you, to badly treat your parents. And the other one was what? Wakana mutakian fajalasa. He was reading on something, then he sit down and said, Allah wa qawla zur. And that is what? To say something that's not true, that's lying. So here also we can say that among the major sins in Islam is what? Is to treat your parents badly. That's the major sin. That's why Abdullah ibn Umar saw a man who was carrying his mom on his back. So he carried his mom wherever his mom wanted to go. He would carry him on his back. Like if he wanted to go to do tawaf or nothing. So he came back to Abdullah ibn Umar and said, Abdullah ibn Umar, do you think that I repay my mom? Abdullah ibn Umar said, even a little, even a quarter of it, you don't do it. This will show you that there is no way that you can pay your parents, because the efforts, the energy, all those things that they use on you, there is no way that you can able to pay for them. Especially your mom, the one who carried you in his belly for 9 months, disturbing her, making her not to sleep comfortably. And when you just imagine, and when she give birth to you, feeding you, clothing you, washing you, and all other things until you grow up. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, when your parents have reached an old age, you have to be dutiful for them. And do not even say oof to them. And reduce your wing of humility to them. وَاخْفِضْ لَهُمَا جَنَاحَ الذُّلِّ مِنَ الرَّحْمَةِ وَقُلْ رَبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا. The Prophet said, رَقِمَ أَنْفُ قالوا يا رسول الله من؟ قال من أدراك والديه أحدهما أو كلاهما عند الكبر ولم يدخل الجنة. Prophet said, may his nose be dust. May his nose be dust. May his nose be dust. Sahabas asked him, who, ya, oh, O Prophet of Allah, who? He said, the one who have witnessed both of his parents, or one of them at old age, and he did not enter Jannah. So this will show you that when your parents have reached at old age and you are with them, there is a higher chance for you to get Jannah through them. That is, taking care of them, be dutiful and treat them goodly. And with this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant you Jannah. I read one hadith where I think it was the saying of Abdullah ibn Umar that anyone who have witnessed his two parents in which both of them are alive and he treat them fairly, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will provide for him two gardens of Jannah. If one of them is alive and he treat that one fairly, Allah will give him one garden of Jannah. So imagine this. What are the importance? So when your parents are alive, now what is open to us is to follow the advice and the command that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us. That is to treat our parents good. وَوَصَيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْنِ حُسْنًا وَوَصَيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا وَوَصَيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْهِ حَمَلَتْهُ أُمُّهُ وَهْنًا عَلَى وَهْنٍ وَفِصَالُهُ فِي عَامَيْنِ أَنِ اشْكُرْ لِي وَلِوَالِدَيْكَ إِلَيَّ الْمَصِيرُ. So this is something that's very important. That's why when Luqman alayhi salam was advising his son, one of the advice he gave to his son was also to be dutiful to his parents. And if you happen to see all these prophets, they were dutiful to their parents. For example, that of Isa ibn Maryam. That's what he said. قال إني عبد الله آتاني الكتاب وجعلني نبيا وجعلني مباركا أينما كنت وأوصاني بالصلاة والزكاة ما دمت حيا وبرا بوالدتي ولم يجعلني جبارا شقيا. So here, what Isa said? What to be good and to be dutiful to his mom, who is Maryam. So this will show you the important. And you can see the incident between Ibrahim alayhi salam and his son Ismail alayhi salam. When Ibrahim alayhi salam told Ismail that, Ya bunayya inni ara fil manami anni asba'uk fanzur ma satara. Qala ya abati ifhal ma tuhmar satajiduni insha Allah min as-sabirin. Qala ya abati if'al ma tuhmar satajiduni insha Allah min as-sabirin. So here Ibrahim alayhi salam had a dream that he want to slaughter his son and say, what is your idea? He said, oh my father, do as what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have commanded you. Do as what you wish and you will find me to be among those that are patient. Just imagine how a son is so respectful and dutiful to his father. Up to a point where your father is saying that I want to kill you, he said, my father, do as what you wish. Allah. That's why we have to learn from these stories and try and know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala don't put these stories for no purpose, but for us to ponder upon them and to try to learn and to follow it. And to be dutiful to your parents does not end after they are dead. To be dutiful to your parents does not end after they are dead. But here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that even after they are dead, you have to pray for them. وَقُلْ رَبِّ إِرْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا. And when they die, and when they are no more in this dunya, you have to pray for them and say, oh Allah, please be merciful on them as the way they were merciful on me when I was a child. So, there was a time when Abdullah ibn Umar saw a Bedouin man, a man who lived in the desert, those people who used tender cattle or sheep. And when that man saw Abdullah ibn Umar, he recognized Abdullah ibn Umar. He said to him, oh, are you not the son of Umar ibn Khattab, my friend? So now from there, Abdullah ibn Umar was astonished. Oh, this is my father's friend. From there, Abdullah ibn Umar was going with a donkey. He gave that Bidun man the donkey to ride, and his turban, which he was tying on his head to protect him from the sun, he also gave it to that Bidun man. So the people with him told him, oh, why are you giving this Bidun man this? Even this one, if you give him like 2 dinar, is enough for him, because they take those people as what? As people from the desert. They don't need much, or they don't know many things. Abdullah ibn Umar told them that this man is my father's friend, and for you to be dutiful of your parents after they are dead is what? Is to take care of what? Of people who were your father's friend. That's why Prophet said, "Ihfas wudi abika, la tu'tiu fa yudfi'ullahu nuraka." The Prophet said that be what? Be dutiful and be good to those people who were your parents' friends, your father's friend, and do not cut ties with them, so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you light. So that's why the Prophet said, a man asked the Prophet, how can I be dutiful to my parents after they are dead? The Prophet said that you can be dutiful to your parents in 4 ways. He said one of the ways is that you have to what? To make supplication for them. He said the other one is what? You have to ask forgiveness for them. And the other thing is that when they had made a will or something, a wish, then you have to try your best to fulfill it. And after, the other one is what? The other one is what? They are friends. Who are your friends' parents? You have to be what? You have to be good to them and treat them good. So these are the 4 ways in which you can be dutiful to your parents after they are dead. This will show you what? The importance that even to be dutiful to your parents does not end after they are dead. That's why Prophet said, إِذَا مَاتَ الْإِنسَانُ إِنْ خَطَأَ عَنْهُ عَمَلُهُ إِلَّا مِنْ صَلَاصٍ صَدَقَةٍ جَارِيَةٍ أَوْ عِلْمٍ يُنْتَفَعُ بِهِ أَوْ وَلَدٍ صَالِحٍ يَدْعُو لَهُ. That if Prophet said, if a person dies, all his deeds are cut off except 3. That he said that the other one is what? Is a continuous sadaqah. The other thing is what? Is a knowledge that he lives and people are benefiting from it. And the other one is what? Is a child. He having a child who prays for him. Allah. So you see that even if you do good deeds, pray for your parents, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept it from you, and your parents, with that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will raise their degree in Jannah. Prophet said that after a person dies, that person will be taken to a higher place in Jannah. And from there I will say, Ayy Rabbi, Ayy say in Haza. He will say, oh my Lord, what is this? What good deeds do I did to deserve this? From there, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will tell him that Waladaka yastaghfiru laka. It is your son who asks forgiveness on behalf of you, and therefore will raise your darajah. Allah Akbar. So if your parents pass away, please pray for them. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant my father the highest place in Jannah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enlighten his grave with light. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make his grave to be the best place for him than this dunya, which he was. There are a lot to say it, but I would like to stop here so as not to make the video too long. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin allazina yastami'una al-qawla fayattabi'una ahsanahu ulaika allazi adahumullah wa ulaika humul albab.